And I just realized I was mute. So, what's up, YouTube? GamerZero coming at you. Spooktober is winding down, and we're gonna be playing a little bit of Vampyr because I just realized I was muted. I'm sorry about that. And I've been talking this entire time. So, as I said, this game isn't as scary as you would think it is, but has a horror themes, and it's based on more action story RPG type gameplay. This is a very fun game, and I'm gonna bring it to the channel. And we only have about 4 days. Oh, let me shut up.
Under crown of stone, 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Ooh. So yeah, I had to turn off the lights for this. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna bring Vampyr to the channel. I know that Spooktober is winding down. We're getting close to Halloween, but I did want to play one more game for y'all on the channel for Spooktober, and it's gonna be Vampyr.
To keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
And you know what? I think we're also gonna do the good ending. So we're gonna end on a good note on Spooktober. That, you know, even during a spooky, scary time, good things can happen.
A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
This game looks a lot better on PS5, I might say. A lot better. Wow. So thirsty. I knew you were alone. You ain't hearing nothing right now. Oh.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Mary. No, no.
Damn, Jonathan. Damn it, Daniel.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. Watch yourselves! No! No! Don't shoot!
How do I sprint? I don't remember how to
This is a
sprint.
nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
This can't be happening. Oh,
No,
oh,
please,
no!
stop.
Don't
I mean
kill
no
me.
harm.
Even though I just killed my sister.
What's going on?
Oh,
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
what have
What's
I
all
done?
this about?
Oh yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Now, I can defend myself. Kill that thing! Who are you? Stay back! But you left
buddy.
me no choice.
Yeah, we'll eventually get the ability to feed on them like enemies, because that does not count for your
Who are you?
in-game
Stupid
score.
beast!
So, what's up, bro? What up? Oh, I was late.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me. Just had some dinner.
No, please, stop!
Oh, I'm getting wrecked right now.
Who
Hold
are
on.
you? What do you want?
Bro, swing on him.
What is wrong with you?
There's a stamina meter, so.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in
Oh.
God's I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Yeah, you're a vampire now.
The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Because it is, Jonathan. It is.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Let me go!
Oh, I'm getting burnt alive. Buddy,
I need to find shelter.
I need to find shelter.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I
It
should
is
be safe
abandoned.
enough here.
So yeah, this is our first safe house. These places, you can use these places to like level up and you know, craft items and stuff like that. Ooh. Ooh.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Gold watch.
It is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give me the name.
Undertakers.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. So, Mr. Reed, what shall it be? So we got a watch. Those watches, you get a bunch of stuff, and you can sell it to make, as you can see right there, the currency shillings. How do I guess I gotta go over here. Yeah. So these pages, it's just like, you know, notes. Some of them do tell you stuff about things that happened in the game. So. Damn.
Brother, what have you done?
What have you done?
Mary!
Mary!
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
I will find them. So yeah, he's going through it right now. He just killed his sister. He didn't even know what he was doing. This is his first time. That was his first time awakening. You know, so he is fucking frazzle dazzled right now, and very remorseful as it seems. Oh, we got some stuff right here with this. You want to grab as much as you can. Looting in this game is very important.
Who goes there?
Oh, so he's now remembering what happened to him before.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Well, you're back now, my boy. You can do that. Alright, so what else we got here? Ooh, a gun. Alright, so yeah, we do get weapons in this game. Like, as you saw, he has that knife, and now we have a gun. It's not the best gun, but it's still better
Johnny,
than
this one's
nothing at
lost.
this point.
We need to leave. And now! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Alright, so we got a used revolver now. So it has 45 damage and a 6-round mag with a 10.0% chance to stun. So 10% chance to stun. And you can upgrade the revolver all the way up to a perfect revolver, which will do 153 damage, but you're gonna need ingredients for it. You see, you need a remarkable revolver. I cannot say that. Trigger parts and a spring. So yeah, and you find all this stuff just by looting. So you know. Blood Diary, 15th October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me a whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes, and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th October. Becky threw up the meat a few hours after she ate. She's so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow, I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. Wow, so she was turning, bro. She was definitely turning something. She said she was sick, but she wants to eat meat. She was turning into something from the looks of what was looking like downstairs. It wasn't something good. So the beds are also used to save the game, and you can also use them to level up as well. So.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Don't worry, Mr. Reed.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
That's it.
So be
Hey,
it.
you ain't even gonna clean yourself up, bro? Ooh. Wait a minute.
Rational thinking only.
Vampyr. Yeah. I always like how this game starts, man. Yeah, bro. You're still alive. You know, you shot yourself directly in the heart. Literally directly in the heart, he shot himself. Damn.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
As it is, as mad as the moon, change blood in sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. So, we want autophagy. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. So, go ahead and take that. This is literally we bite ourselves to heal. Because you have a blood meter, and then you also have a health meter. Now, your blood meter is going to allow you not only to use your powers, but you can use stuff like this to, heal yourself. So, all right, so that's there. I think. Do we have any more skills that we can get right now? Oh, okay. The claws are a pretty good one. I don't know if we have enough to get. Oh, we actually do. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab the claw. The claw is definitely gonna be one that I'm gonna be grabbing up because this is a good ability to hurt people. Like it's one of the best ones, to be honest. Early game, and then there will be an ability later on that you can get the claw to like basically you hit them with the claw and you'll like drain blood from your opponents. So this is going to be very good. Yeah, this one right here. You cut through the flesh of your prey so deeply that you now gain blood with each hit. So that's going to be one of the best abilities for us, like pretty much throughout the game. Like these ones are okay. Like I said, we're going to be going for the good ending, so we're not going to be getting a bunch of powers, because that's the thing. You feed on people in this game to gain massive amounts of XP. But since we're not going to be feeding on anybody, we're going to have to rely solely on gaining XP from combat. So therefore, we're going to not have all the powers that you see on the screen right now. So we're going to have to be careful and pick and choose what we want. I've played this game before, so I know exactly how to build this guy for like the maximum, resilience and stuff like that. So yeah. So we have the drain blood thing and we have the claw. Alright. So we are now back.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am.
Identify and
I must
confront
find
the
him
vampire
to
who
understand
created
what I have
you.
become.
Alright, but give me 1 second. Ooh, that don't sound good. Give me 1 second, because I've got some ice cream downstairs, and I do not want that to melt, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. We got our ice cream here, and we are going to be snacking a little bit as I'm playing. So, where do they want us to go? They want us to go to North Bank. Okay. I hear something at the door. I don't know if we want to do that. Or you hold circle to run this game. Yeah. It's been a while since I played this game.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it, Jonathan?
Come on, you coward!
Come out, you cowards.
It's locked.
So yeah, remember, if you ever play this game, you want to find... Ooh, okay, so we just got a stake. Offhand weapons. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. So, basically, you have your gun, and you have your stake, and you have, like, a blade. So the stake is basically used to stun. Stunned enemies, you can feed on them. Right? And you're going to want to feed, because feeding gets you, as you can see, there's 3 bars in the top left corner. You have your green bar, that's your health. You have your orange or yellow bar or whatever. That's the stamina, which is, you know, that's basically how much you can attack before you get tired. And then you have that red bar down there, that is the blood meter, which, like I said, your blood meter allows you to use your powers, essentially. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's any loot here, so we're just gonna head through this
still
door.
in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Wait, there, and oh! So it says there, use your stake to and inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be
Die,
killed.
vermin!
So yeah, you want to feed, because then you can do stuff like this. Yeah, let's fill up this blood meter. Fill up the blood as much as we can. Alright, so he's down. He's down, and we got not only health. The enemies also have a stun meter. As you can see that white bar down there. And the more you stun them, the bigger it gets. So as you can see, he had 3. He had like 1 at first. Yeah, you gotta watch that guy because he has a fucking torch. So I'll show you what the claw does. Yeah, you see how much damage that thing did? Yeah, and fire does mess him up too, so you gotta also watch that.
Every fiber of my being is a fire.
So yeah, you see now I can use that ability. I press L1 and he can kind of feed a little bit on himself. Yeah, but I see I can drain blood from this guy. Yeah, I gotta get back used to playing this game though. It's been a hot minute. I think I played this game like maybe yeah, you see that right there? That's a blood ability.
My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I'm not human anymore. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I keep thinking like R1 is to sprint, but it's not. Alright, let's look around for loots. Anything. Oh, what's that? Maybe I can grab some here? Oh, okay. Maybe not. I do like this little song right here that they have in the beginning. Like I said, the graphics are way better on PS5 than on PS4. It's a lot smoother. The game looks like it runs a lot smoother. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Wow, okay.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood.
Oh, and if you want to know what kind
Mary,
of ice cream I have some
what happened to you.
Breyers vanilla.
happened
Oh
to
yeah,
us?
this is another way to
can't
get blood.
believe
You'll find
I'm
like
doing
rats
this.
everywhere. Rats, you can eat.
I
You can
cannot
feed on the
enter.
rats. See, he's like,
This is despicable.
this is despicable. You'll see a bunch of rats everywhere, and that is like the easy, free way to get blood. Like, I mean, he does like talk shit every time he does it, but it's free blood.
Dizziness
You know
from
what I
the
mean?
jump. I can now control it.
I can now control it. Yeah, like I said, this is his first time out, so we got some shillings. Yeah, money is important in this game because money is going to help us not only buy better weapons and parts to make better weapons, but it's also going to be good for see, look, you see those little rats over there? So yeah,
I have this thirst for blood.
yeah, these little rats are amazing. It's like I was saying, I have Breyer's French vanilla ice cream. And I put some chocolate sauce on it because I'm a fat ass and it's delicious.
What will London have to say to me?
So yeah, anytime you see stuff like that, those little coins, that's money. I know you probably figured it's money, but sometimes it's hard to
I've so many
like see it, you know what I mean?
unanswered.
I bet you do, Jonathan. I bet you do. If anything, my boy, fuck questions, bro. You need a change of clothes, my guy. You got blood all over you.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Unfortunately, yes, they have. My guy, that guy is
The man
wrecked.
has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Okay. So yeah, these are
Fresh
vampire
blood.
senses here.
The smell is so strong.
The smell is so strong. Now we're gonna look around a little bit right here, see if we can find any loot. Because loot is important. Ooh. So what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Oh, okay, we got a treasure chest right here. Can we open it? We could. Okay. So you see those, that's like items right there. Those items can be used to craft. And some of those items, since I don't want to spoil too much, but alright, looks like we've got blood all down that way. But we also had blood down that thing, so I'm gonna go check that little area over there. I'm gonna go check that area over there. It looks like it started here. He probably killed that dude and ran over there.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right.
Yeah, so it looks like it started here. And there is a treasure chest here. Definitely want to we're gonna come back here eventually. When we get a key or something to open that. I believe that the vampire site also helps you locate items as well, so. Like I said, I'm just looking around for loot right now and treasure chests. See? Look at that. Look at that. I know I'm probably like, you're probably like, what the hell's going on? But I'm like, yeah, nah, I want to get loot. It's important. Like I said, getting loot is very important in this game. Because, especially if you're trying to get the ending that we're going for, you're going to need a lot of items. That's the main key. Items. And once you're able to get all these items...
There's nobody here. Nobody at home.
Can't enter. House is empty. Why can't I enter, bro? It's empty. That would actually be the perfect place to enter through, because it's empty. Right? And yes,
no one in
sprinting
sight.
does consume stamina as well, so.
Where has everyone gone?
I like how you could just stay in this mode too if you want to.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Got another little rat here. Like I said, these rats are amazing. And they're rats, so they come back quick. you can find rats everywhere. We got a new hideout. Where's the hideouts? Oh, up there. Yeah. You want to get hideouts too, because not only like the hideouts, this is a big old city. And then that too, you get XP every time you find a new hideout. 1. 2, you get these stashes, and this could refill all your ammo and stuff like that. Another thing is you get these benches, right? On a workbench, you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons, right? So, and then you can also analyze things like new recipes and stuff like that. And like it does say you can cure sick citizens, because at the end of the day, now I guess the cat's out of the bag. Jonathan Reed is a doctor. So basically, if you want the good ending in this game, you're going to have to heal all the people in all the districts and essentially have all the districts sterilized. Once all the districts are sterilized, or once a district is sterilized, I should say, no one in that district will get sick anymore, right? So that's going to be the goal that we're going for. We're going to try to help everybody get, well, and all, because there's like a virus going around. They talk about like the flu, Spanish flu and all this, but it's a little twist on it, you know what I mean? So we're going to try to heal everyone and get everybody, and then also try to figure out what's going on with Jonathan. That's essentially what the game is about. And there's a lot of things that happen in between. So, and then weapons, you can craft weapons, you can upgrade weapons, and then you can also recycle this to get components. These components are going to help you for like your weapons to upgrade them, and also sometimes you'll be able to use some of these same parts for the medicine. And then there's medicines that Jonathan can craft on his own, because eventually you'll get the ability to craft synthetic blood, right? And that synthetic blood will help, with your health, essentially. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we got a hideout. We got 500 XP. Let's rest. And then let's... this also does save the game every time you rest. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and get... Let's go ahead and do the life regeneration, because we're going to need that, like, horribly. Because Jonathan, right now, at this point, is soft. He is soft as hell right now. He is... And body... Yeah, we're going to end up getting all these eventually. We don't have enough XP to do it right now. But eventually we'll get it. Let me see if I have anything to... Blood barrier? Nah, I'm good on those. I don't think we... This one is actually really good. This one, coagulation. Coagulation is one of the best, because basically you can stop them, and then you can get this right here. Wait, is it this one? Which one is the one? Yeah, this. Once you get coagulation 3, not only will the blood burst out of their body, but then it goes like right to you. So like you could coagulate someone while you're working on somebody else, and then gain blood while you're essentially doing nothing but fighting. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and no, we don't want to do that. We want to confirm. Yeah, always confirm. Never press circle to go back, because you lose your points. And what I was saying about the hideouts too is that the city is really big, and there's really no quick way to get around. There's no fast traveling. You just have to run here and run there. You know what I mean? You'll end up finding shortcuts, but that's going to be like way later on.
At last, a little life.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
He just walks in with blood all on him and all on his neck. Like,
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
And with this game, there is
Tell me more about these murders.
Every
dialogue,
morning for the last few
and you
weeks,
want to
bodies have been
investigate.
found.
Because if
And
you
those
don't
poor
investigate,
souls
you'll
didn't
miss out
die
on
of
things
flu.
later on down the line. So,
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even
and what I
before
mean
the
by
outbreak,
missing out on
coppers
things is
never
not
came
only
round
things
here.
with
We're on
crafting and
our
stuff like
own.
that,
People
but you
die
also
in
miss
these
out on
parts all
things
the
due
time,
to
and no
like
one
other
cares.
conversation options. You know what I mean?
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of
Turquoise
light in this
Turtle.
dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I like how you can move the camera while you're in.
I need to meet this
conversation.
man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I hope I live long enough to
Good
see
evening,
where
sir.
people always get what's coming.
I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
The sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for
Bogeyman.
every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I'm losing my mind. Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah.
The
Killed so
Spanish
many
flu.
last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
So like I was saying, you want to talk to people. Because if you don't talk to people, you'll miss out on clues and dialogue options and all types of good shit that you're going to want. See this? You see how this guy is sick right here? We're going to have to eventually cure him. There's a guy upstairs.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Damn, the power of Christ compels you.
And who...
So this is Dr. Edgar Swanzea.
might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St.
Sorry
Paul.
about that.
I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Seriously,
I
bro,
heard
you're
another
over
voice,
holding
that of a
information?
woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Damn, this guy.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Really?
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
And pray we shall never meet again. Seriously, man. Interrogate the locals. Okay.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Bullshit mess.
Someone must know something.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people.
So you saw that right there? It
That's
said
what my
hint
job's about.
required, so...
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I'm gonna need to talk to people and see if I can get that hint.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave
This
you
guy
to your
doesn't have
bottle.
any new things to talk about. It's probably this lady I gotta talk to.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell
You
me
can tell
about
she's
it.
lying
I'm
too.
just
Look
the
at her
barmaid,
face.
dear, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. So we found out a hint about Tom Watts. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this citizen. A locked hint increase the amount of XP. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. So now, excuse me, holy shit. So now that we're in this citizen menu, every district has, you know, citizens in this district, right? Then there is a pillar citizen. So the pillar citizen, if you end up feeding on him or killing him, the entire district will collapse, right? But if you keep them healthy, the entire district will flourish. So you can say the pillar citizen is someone that the whole district looks up to in a high regard, and they essentially, you know, keep not only the morale, but they also keep the entire district steady and yeah.
You again. What can I do for you?
So now that we have this hint, as a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you've discovered. Blue prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Interesting. Let's go back here. Maybe we could find some loot. Nah, unfortunately, no. Alright. All your objectives are marked with that red Y. So we're gonna have to go around. We can't go through here.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Oh, excuse me. Is there any loot around here? That's because, like I'm telling you, loot is very important in this game. What's this?
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Oh, shit.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Interesting. Interesting.
What's this? Some sort of note.
Let's see. Multiple deaths in the docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Leech, they call vampires leeches in this game. Locate the beast, purge it in quickly. Warning, according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers. So yeah, these guys are out to kill the vampires.
They're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Yes.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Interesting.
There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Very, very interesting. One thing I like about this game too, there's action, but it also has like, not only are you a doctor, but then it also has like that detective type, you know, of gameplay too. And I love that type of stuff, you know, uncovering mysteries and things like that. You know, even I like true crime stuff. That's usually what I watch on YouTube. I watch like a lot of like true crime stuff and like documentaries about like disasters and things like that. So this game is definitely right down my alley. Yeah, I forget that circle is dodge. Alright, so let's see if we have anything around here. Ooh. Equip and press triangle to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard and stun damage.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
So now that we have bullets, we can go with our offhand, and we have this pistol from before, right? Wait a minute. Why wouldn't it switch? Is it up? Oh, it's right on the D-pad. Okay. So how do I reload? I don't remember how to reload. So there's blood there, but I'm going to check up here because there's some guys out there. I don't want to fight them just yet. There might be some items up here. Yeah, you take care of his ass real easy. There we go. I wanted the... I didn't mean to shoot. I thought I had my stake equipped, but I didn't. It's okay, though. It's just 2 bullets. We'll definitely get way more bullets later on. Is that a box that we can open? It is. Yeah, you wanna look for loot, like I said. I don't know how much I can stress in this game. Like, loot is, like, super important in this game. Like, some games, loot is just like, oh, that's cool, I got some loot, I could, like, use it for shit. In this game, it is important. L3 to spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. Okay. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances. Melee, ranged, blood, shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance. Red indicates a high resistance. So this guy has a high resistance, it looks like, to ranged damage. Okay. Something like a loot right here? No.
See them fancy...
Yeah, that shotgun does hella damage, so you wanna watch that. Ooh. I keep forgetting that circle is dodge. So like I was saying, I watch a lot of true crime and documentaries about disasters and them trying to figure out what happened with said disaster. So yeah, this type of game is right up my alley.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Mind his teeth! Doesn't like fire, does it?
I don't.
Bastard!
I don't like the fire.
Bloody leech!
What's up, bro? Come here. Come here. Yeah, buddy. Get shit on. Yeah, I can't wait till I get more vampire powers. It's gonna make this guy, like, way better. Okay, so I think I skipped an area to look for stuff. Yeah, see. Aluminum powder and bullets. I just don't remember how to reload the gun, though. I don't know if it reloads on its own or what. Like, I just don't remember. It's been so long since I played this game. Whew. Oh, those burps, guys. Yeah, for dinner today, I ended up having a bacon cheeseburger with habanero and jalapeno peppers on it. So yeah. Oh, this guy.
Let's run along home, sir.
Come here, buddy. Yeah, he spent. Yeah, so, oh, and then I had a salad and I also had some ice cream. So, yeah, I had a nice meal, you know what I mean? So, if your boy's a little gassy, I'm sorry. You got some loot here. Ooh, we got a new gun. Okay, yeah, the Lupara I actually like a lot. The Lupara I like a lot. Let me go ahead and equip that. It's like a shotgun, kind of. And, yeah, I like this like better than the handgun. The handgun's not too bad, but the Lupara, especially once you start upgrading it, it's also going to be good for boss battles too. That's the other thing the Lupara is going to be good for, is for boss battles. We got a guy over there. Excuse me, sorry about that. Oh, and guess what, y'all? I've been on the nicotine patch for... Today is going to be the 6th day. And I have not smoked a cigarette since I've started. I have not done any tobacco. It's going to be a full 7 days coming up. Like I said, I feel like the strongest craving for cigarette I get is after I eat. I remember like the first couple days it was more when oh, rats. Okay, I mean I don't need the rats right now, so we'll just leave them. I believe it's a new safe house, right? Yeah, it's a new hideout here. So this is gonna be good. We got some XP from that. So I feel like the craving now is most after I eat, because my body was so used to after I eat, you know, light up. You know what I mean? But now I feel like the first couple days, like I was saying, the first couple days was like very strong cravings to just smoke. But now I feel like those have lessened, and I also feel like I said, the urge is strongest after I eat now. But who knows? You know, it'll probably get better. We have 480 XP. You know, we'll stack up on some XP. We don't need to go for that right now. Alright, let's keep following this blood trail. And let's find this guy. What is that? There's blood over there. What is that blood from? Interesting.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is
Lead
so
rod,
strong
that's going to
it
be
makes
used
me
for
dizzy.
crafting, if you're wondering.
I'll not betray your trust. It's this first, you see. I'll need a drink. I'm so thirsty.
Oh, we got a scythe. Okay, the scythes aren't that good. To be honest, there was the sword is pretty solid that we got. We could upgrade that and make it way better later on.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
And the reason we don't want to use that scythe is because we want to be able to use a gun too, so. That's a fucking pushover, man. I suck on your blood. Fucking wrecked his ass. Yeah, like I said, now I'm kind of getting a little more used to the controls again. So yeah, we fucking shit on that guy real bad.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh. Ooh. Sorry about that.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
So we got some time to look around. Maybe we find some items, but really he's going to be trying to find stuff about, like, essentially what happened here and about what's going on in this town.
This poor creature can't be my maker.
So we got a blood sample. We're going to be able to analyze it.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
But we need to get to a safe
find a
house
place to analyze the blood.
Yeah, see how he said he can analyze, and that blood is actually going to help us find whatchamacallit, basically recipes for medicines and recipes for Jonathan to help him craft like health, essentially.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Her privacy.
London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal.
Man, bro.
If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan.
Brilliant!
This is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
So now we just got a job and a place to chill when it's daytime. So.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I'm coming. Analyze William Bishop's blood in the hospital.
It's my turn.
Damn, he just killed the shit out of that dude.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river, try it
all. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. And see, this is the key to being a quote-unquote doctor. Because when you heal people, their blood quality will go up, and the better quality of blood, the more XP you get. You see, that's how this game works. Unfortunately, we're not going to be feeding on people in this playthrough, because we're looking for a happy ending, or the best ending you can get in this game. But yeah, you can play this game however you want, and you can kind of be this pseudo-doctor vampire guy, and like, you know, heal people, make sure they're like nice and healthy, essentially fat and plump like a chicken, and then you could just yelp, you know what I mean, take a big ass bite out of them, get a shitload of XP, and get a bunch of vampire powers off of it. But unfortunately, those people will end up passing away, and then other people in the district will start asking questions as like, what happened to them, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And then, you know, they'll start looking for clues and things like that about what is going on. Like, why are these people dying? You know what I mean? So, let's see. So, to drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them and lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. So that is another thing. You also are able to level up your mesmerize level. Mesmerize is for this, but mesmerize is also for conversation options too. So you do want to level up mesmerize just for conversation options, especially if you're going for this type of playthrough that I'm doing right now. Now this guy has a very low mesmerize level. He's only a level 1. So
bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
we're not going to feed on him, though.
No,
we're going to leave him.
Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going to be feeding. We're looking for a happy Spooktober ending. So now let's talk to old boy. Let's see if we can talk to him. Can we talk to him?
What happened?
Alright, yeah, we can't talk to him just yet.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Now, essentially, you're like, how are you going to get XP and blood? Well, that's why combat comes into play. We're going to be fighting monsters, we're going to be fighting guards, and those guys technically don't count towards the good ending, so you could feed on those guys as much as you want. You won't get the massive XP bonuses you get from feeding on, like, you know, one of the citizens, but you'll definitely get good XP from fighting, you know what I mean? You just gotta really grind it out and fight. That's really what it is.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the 2nd floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
2nd floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
Terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
His research about coronary bypasses.
You big tea time.
He was also very
eating sort of little crumpets right there with your
eminent surgeon
with your fish and chips and a hamburger and a bowl of water. I was playing. I just had to get that out of my system, yo.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Gwyneth Bernal. We have a hint about her.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Yeah, you want to talk to everybody to get hints
Good evening,
and stuff
sir.
like that too, though.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver
Hooks.
for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, really? So I can get, like, stuff off this guy.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done.
It's a dirty job.
Since you're
Man,
on the front
now
line,
this is bad
how
because
is the
like for the
sanitary
next couple
situation
days,
in
every
this
time I
facility?
talk to people, like my
complete
friends and stuff,
disaster.
I'll
It's
be
even
talking
getting
a British
dangerous to enter
accent
some streets or
from now on. Every time I
buildings.
play
Even the
this game,
locals
that always
attack you.
happens for like a couple days after I play this game.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
So we've got a new investigation. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Okay.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
So let's see what we got. He's got parts, he's got bullets. This is what I need here. I need shotgun shells, but I don't have too many shillings. So we'll probably hold off on that. Yeah, it's expensive, so. Alright, oh, we've got some people over here, over there. Can I loot that? No, I cannot.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Brannigan.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh, it definitely is.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something,
So we got a new hint for Dr. Cochran.
anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Alright, so that's
Goodbye,
it for
nurse.
a third.
Call me if you need assistance.
Let's go ahead and talk to old boy over here again. Is he still over here? Yeah, Dr. Tippett's. Oh, we've got some loot right here. Glass vials. Those are going to be good later on, so when we start crafting blood potions for
Dr.
ourselves.
Reed, any good news to share?
Alright, we got a hint, but it doesn't... It's... Oh, okay, here we go.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Really?
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Really? Who was this lady? Did we talk to her already?
Good
I
evening,
think we did.
Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening,
Oh,
Doctor.
it's the same lady.
Goodbye,
okay.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay. See who else we have around here that we can talk to. There's a lot of
Dr.
people in
Swansea
this
is
hospital.
right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Oh, there goes Sean. Oh shit, what the... Oh, I forgot there's like conversations you can listen in on. Yeah, let's follow him. Okay, yeah, we gotta go around. How do we get over there? I don't know how to get over there. How do you get right there? I think I gotta go outside.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate.
Here we go.
If they were to find somebody.
Yo, what the fuck?
Damn it! Why is this so difficult every time?
That is better. That is better. I will make it through one more night.
This motherfucker's over here doing drugs and shit. It's funny that he didn't see him. Oh shit. Yeah, buddy. I may be level 4 and you're level 6, but I don't give two shits. Oh. Ooh, that guy's level 7. Yeah, so we are very low on blood. We're gonna need blood. There's an investigation here. Let's go ahead and check it out. A photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Interesting. Bring back the wallet to its owner. Oh yeah, this is Milton's wallet. At least we got that back for him. It's just weird that there's a bunch of zombies in the fucking back alley of the damn... Oh, we got some shotgun shells. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be good. It's just funny that there's like zombies or like skulls all on the back of the hospital. Keep forgetting that you hold circle to sprint. I hate that. I wish you could just like use a different button. Because it kind of takes away from the camera angle. Is there any other loot around here? I need loot. I mean, luckily I cleared them all out. Oh, more loot. Yeah. Definitely need that. So is that anything? No, that's nothing.
It's locked.
It's locked. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my new job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger. Always driving me mad. And Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next times you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance, and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard of Privin, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I'm your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Interesting. Dude, we almost have 1,000 XP. Oh, that's a clue for Pippa right there. Okay. Uncovering details about people in the hospital. Interesting. Oh, we got some loot over here. What's this? Can I grab that, or was I tripping? Am I seeing things? I'm probably seeing things because I want loot that bad. I swear I saw something glowing right there. Okay, I'm tripping. Alright, let's go take this wallet back to Milton. Where the hell is Milton at? Where in the hell did Milton go? He was literally out here. Yeah, these people, they walk around. They have their own routines in the
Tell me, nurse,
Did you know Dr. Tippett
in the
was
town.
addicted to medication?
I suspected this behavior for some time, but never dared to ask him about it. Until the day he confessed to me.
Why would he confess to you about his addiction, Nurse Brannigan?
Don't you know you doctors can't hide anything from a nurse? We're always there, even if you don't notice us.
Do you consider yourselves our confessors, Nurse Brannigan?
I wouldn't dare, Dr. Reed. But I'm intrigued. How did you discover Dr. Tippett's secret?
What can I say? I seem to have a knack for discovering secrets.
And for hiding them as well.
Do you approve of his addiction?
Of course I don't approve. But I understand he needs it to fight the exhaustion. Let's hope he'll stop injecting himself once the epidemic is over.
And what if he doesn't?
Then we'll have to convince him to stop. I believe he's still in control of his addiction, for now. But we must remain vigilant.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, Nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Alright, we
Goodbye,
got all
Nurse.
the stuff right here.
Call me if you need assistance.
That's Clay Cox down there, okay.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
I know you're taking drugs, Corcoran. Why take such a risk?
I need it to endure the long shifts. We have no idea how long the epidemic will last. We can't let it win.
I understand the gesture, Doctor. An immediate answer to an emergency situation. But this can't be a long-term solution.
Thank you for your understanding, my dear colleague. And be assured, I have total control of my consumption.
What a liar.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Oh, he's back, okay. Let's go talk to Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, because unfortunately,
Goodbye, Milton.
during this time and age, they were all about segregation and racism, to be quite frank. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? So it looks like Pippa Hawkins likes the BBC, huh?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Soldier, Do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Because to be honest, since we have a level 1 mesmerize, we could just start going and feeding on people if we really
Good
wanted
evening,
to.
Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Booth Digby.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place, and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Interesting, so not all crosses work on vampires.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Alright, I think that's it for the conversation with that guy.
God. The daily routine.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me.
This is the lady he was just talking about.
And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Daily routine.
Oops, sorry about that. So we've got a new investigation from talking to her. Wait, who are these guys? Okay, that's Pippa. Let's talk to Pippa.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, Any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving
Man, I
lives
would have been
is
looking at this
useful
dude
enough,
like, hey man, this motherfucker is not normal, bro.
On the
Because look
contrary,
at her complexion.
my faith has
And then
never
look at
been
fucking
stronger.
Jonathan's. You could tell something is definitely
we are all
off
just
with
too
this man.
proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
I mean, he was saying he didn't care, but for someone not to care,
wreaking havoc
the
amongst the staff
fucking
and
questions he
patients.
be asking, I don't
We are
know.
running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
I mean, you know what's fucked up? We could actually do that.
How is the Pembroke staff
You know what I
coping
mean?
with the epidemic?
But we're not. We're gonna
Milton,
have,
the
like I
ambulance
said, we're
driver, is
gonna
even
try
more
to end
grumpy
off
than usual,
Spooktober with a
especially
good
concerning
ending.
doctors.
You know what I mean?
Why
Even though
is
there's
Milton
monsters
grumpy
and scary,
on a daily
spooky
basis?
things around every
Is it just an
corner,
act?
under
Milton's
your
not the
bed,
kind of man
and
who's
all
bothered
that,
about a bad
we're
reputation,
going to try and end
whether
off
he
on a good
deserved it
note.
or not.
Ooh, we
Why
got a
does
clue
Milton
about
dislike
Milton.
doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Nah, Milton's the homie. What are you talking about? Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Dude, there was a doctor there just a second ago, man. Can we go and talk to this lady yet? No, we can't go in there. Or is she out here? Nah, she's in that room right there. Dude, Pippa has 2,000 XP. Holy shit, man. Like I said, it is very tempting.
Good
But
evening,
like I
sir.
said, you gotta
I'm Dr.
fight
Reed.
the
I believe we're
vampire
going to be
plague.
colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. It seems you have bad
Oh, I
memories
picked the
of
wrong
your
option.
military
Sorry about
service.
that.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
Really? So do we? Oh, we haven't talked to him like.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer
about
than
him.
mine,
Yeah.
perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness?
Displaced.
Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Interesting.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a
Wow,
burden.
seriously, my guy? Seriously, my guy? Okay. Okay, buddy.
Thank you for your
You
time.
jealous?
We'll talk later.
You jealous, my guy? Okay. I see you.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed.
Dr.
Dr.
Reed.
Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
I know
Well,
right
has
now
always
it's a
been
lot
an
of
honor
like
to
talking to
work with Dr.
people and
Swansea.
stuff, but like once we get past
your
this,
arrival, I
we'll be able
can't
to start
think of a
doing
better
way more stuff.
opportunity
Like
to
I
learn
said, you
about
want to
blood
talk to all these
transfusion.
people to get all the clues you can. You know what I mean?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch
You
of
also
products
get
I ordered
missions
for my
and
personal
stuff.
research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic.
Alright, we got a new investigation.
It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Interesting.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strange.
Alright, so we talked to Ackroyd, right? Yeah, I think we did. We've got Milton, we've got this guy, this lady, and this guy. There's not too many people to talk to yet. I mean, not yet, but not too many people to talk to. We got like 3 people left to talk to right now.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Damn. Holy crap, bro.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Interesting. So even Dr. Reed
Goodbye
has
for now,
doubts.
Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Damn, bro. So he has fatigue.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
So she's healthy.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Interesting. Another...
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Wow.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
That is very interesting.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
There's another guy we gotta talk to out there. Oh, there's a... Damn. Gotta get over there.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they
I
hiding?
see this guy.
I should investigate.
Oh shit, it's inside, man. I don't want to miss out on that. That's a clue. Okay. This room? Yes.
You don't mind if I search your pockets? Do you, sir?
Do you, sir?
You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
Wow.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
Wow.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Wow, buddy. Rakesh? Dr. Rakesh, huh? You're a fucking thief, my guy. You're robbing the dead. Now, let's talk to this dude. Let's talk to this man. We just caught you in the act, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing, Rakesh Chadna?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana.
Chadana.
Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Interesting.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Please
Let's see what he got for trade.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
So he's got a formula? I want to buy that. I think I'm going to buy it. Alright, so I think we've talked to everyone around here. Let's go ahead and let me check just real quick. We can check like this. We've talked to pretty much everybody around the hospital, I believe. Oh, okay, yeah, that lady, we can't talk to her, I believe. Not just yet, at least. Yeah, because her door is locked, so. Alright. So we've talked to pretty much everybody in the hospital, got all that dialogue out of the way. It was a lot of dialogue. I could definitely tell you that. So my office is on the second floor. I believe it is down this way, maybe? Yeah, this is my office here. We got some loot here. Ooh. A used hacksaw. Okay, we got some loot. Like I said, getting loot. What's this? T. Elwood's medical file. Date of admission, September 16th. Heavily burned, disfigured by a bomb. Interesting. So we got a new hint about Thomas Elwood. Very interesting. Any loot in here? No. Can't open that door.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Oh yeah.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, hold up.
The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. A phone call, but we are good to go. So we did do the analyze, and we actually, that little thing from that doctor is actually good. That was some of the cures that we're going to need to heal people up. So that's definitely good. The next thing we're going to do is we want to level up. Oh, excuse me. We have about 1,000 points. It takes 2,000. Jesus Christ. 2,000, man. So this is why feeding on people is good, because you could easily get. Why can't? Oh, I gotta get to level 6 to level that up. What about bites? So we could level up bites, but I probably want to start leveling up some of these other smaller skills. So this is gonna give me extra health, which is gonna be good. What's this? Physical prowess is gonna give me extra in stamina, endurance. That's good too. Okay. Let's see. Big thirst. Increase the blood absorption when using bite in combat. Increase your blood capacity. Okay, yeah, those are both good as well too. Science, you can now carry 3 serums. Increase the number of bullets. Those are good too. Hard biting. Increase the damage. That's pretty good. They're all good. We're gonna get big thirst for now. We're also going to get blood capacity, because we're gonna need blood, especially when we start leveling up some of these skills. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get coagulate. We need this, man. We need this like so bad. I forgot about that. So we'll get that in a bit. We'll not level up anything else. I mean, I don't think we can. Wait, lose all my modifications. Yeah, you know what? I want to cancel, because I want to get coagulates. Yeah, I forgot about that ability. That's like one of the key abilities we're gonna need for this playthrough, coagulation. So we'll go ahead and get coagulate. That's gonna be important. So coagulate has been unlocked. Good. All right. So the next thing I think I'm gonna get is this. We're gonna get some of these smaller ones like physical body condition. We're gonna get physical prowess. And we are going to just chill. We're going to chill. No. We're going to confirm this. Yeah.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
And another thing we ended up getting... Another thing we ended up getting was this. This is going to be good too, because this is essentially a potion, a blood potion. So, and we did get some stuff to craft, to make one of these weapons better. We might do it. I'm just not too sure, because the thing is, there's going to be a weapon that's going to be real good for later. I don't know when we'll get it, but I know when we do get it, it's probably going to be one of the best weapons. It's the syringe. So once you get the syringe, you can put it in the offhand slot, and basically whenever you can stun, and not only can you stun, but you can draw blood as well. You know what I mean? So that's going to be real good. We can't upgrade this. Can we upgrade one of our guns? We cannot upgrade any guns here, I don't believe. Nope. So you know what? Let's see. Which one does more damage? This takes less. This has more attack, stamina. It takes more stamina, but has more damage. This one takes less stamina. It has about the same attack speed. So let's see how strong it will get. This will go to 58 damage. You know, let's just go for the machete. Can we, this will go to 64 damage. Yeah, why not? Why not? So now we got a better machete. Let's go ahead and equip ourselves a little bit better here. See what we're working with right now. Read. Main hand. Oh, I could take 2 weapons. Okay. So you know what? We'll take the bludgeon for the other one. We have no serums right now. So this is R2 is coagulate. I think I want coagulation as L2. I remember doing that. L2 was my coagulate. Alright, I think we're good right now.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics.
What type of hospital are you running?
You've been
No
away too long,
antiseptics.
Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Alright. So let's look at the map here. Let's see what we've got. So there's our objective. Let's see, do we have any investigations though? Okay, we've got the docks, missing ingredient. We also have this. Where is it? Ah, here.